Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing this afternoon? If for some reason I'm talking loud, please in the chat let me know. My ears are kind of clogged up, so just kind of let me know if I'm talking loud. I will probably be repeating this as people come in. But today we're going to be chatting as people come in, and we're also going to be pouring wax seals. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These are what I'm talking about right here. This one happens to have roses on it, flowers. And in the pink, I'm going to be doing gold with my last initial on it for my husband and I. Let me show you this mold. There you go. Let me turn it around. There you go. There we are. So y'all can see it. That's the stamp we're going to be using. I'm going to be using these pellets, these wax pellets in a warmer. It's over here. And then the spin that I'll melting in is there. And this is the molds that I'm going to be using to pour with. So let's just get going here. I'm going to use about, I'm going to start with 4, but I think I may use 5. I'll wait and see how it melts. It's going to take a little time. This first melt usually takes a little bit of time. Good afternoon, Miss Teresa. How are you doing? You having a good day? As I said, we are running up behind about a lag of about a second or two, just to let you know, Teresa, that it's for some reason it's not showing my movement at the same time in which I'm moving. Good afternoon, Miss Lisa. How are you doing, Lisa McClure? Welcome, welcome. We're just going to be pouring some wax seals today. Like I said, I've got my molds here. The wax is already in the warmer over here. And we're going to be using this W stamp on them. And these are going to be used, these seals are going to be used on my Christmas cards. I did a bunch of them, a little bit of them here online Friday, and then I did some more this weekend. But I'm needing about 25 to 30 more seals. That's good. I'm glad you're at least feeling okay. That's good, Lisa. Hugs to you. So while this is over here melting, it's going to take a little bit. The first melt always takes the longest because it leaves when you pour it out, it leaves kind of like a film to where it tends to melt quicker as we're going. Say a quick prayers for your family, Lord. Thank you that you've got Teresa's family in your mighty hands and that they are well and taken care of. Thank you, Lord, for Teresa and all her needs. You know what Teresa's needs are, and I thank you for that. Lord, be with Lisa. Whatever her needs are today, meet them and have her know that you're there and she is not alone and that her family is all in your hands. In Christ's name, amen. Tracy, you're going to run off to the balcony? Well, okay, if you must. Lisa Mingus should be joining us when she gets back. She's out running around. So she'll join us when she gets back. I'm just waiting for this wax to melt. It's almost as bad as waiting for paint to dry. But you can tell with this. Some paints you can't tell when they're dry or not. With this, you can tell when it's finally all melted. Like right now, it's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. Not quite ready. So what are you doing today, Lisa? You just gonna hang out with me, or have you been doing some other things? Let's see. See if this is ready. It is. My stamp over here. Just pour the wax in the mold. I'm trying to keep the pour centered where the wax will flow evenly. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Either way is okay with me. We done. Okay. I'm going to wipe this off on some paper towel over here. The spin off, let it sit, and get this seal on here. Okay. All right. Grab some more of these. That's okay, Lisa. You just hang out. So if you don't feel like chatting, that's fine. You just hang out on the balcony with Teresa. That's just fine with me. If y'all don't want to talk, that's cool. Fine with me. You don't feel like crafting right now? That's okay. If you need to hang up on the balcony, that's okay. If you don't want to chat, that's okay. I know that sometimes crafting for me, this is for me, maybe not for everybody, but crafting for me will take my mind off whatever's going around me because I get into the craft zone to where I'm really focused in on what I'm doing. So it helps me, but everybody has their own needs, their own way of dealing with certain things. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew it was coming, but I wasn't sure when. But no, our thoughts and prayers are with you, Lisa, and that everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be, you're not walking this alone. The Lord is right there with you and your whole entire family, and it's gonna be okay. It'll get different. I can't say it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. It'll get different, slowly but surely. It won't hurt as bad. Slowly but surely. Just know that the Lord's got you and will keep you, and you won't be alone. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to shut my door. My husband will be walking in if I'm not careful, which is fine with me. This lets him know if I shut the door, it lets him know that I am on live. See how this is doing. Okay, that's melting good. Feel this. See, it's coming out. Did real well. Pop it off the mold. Bring it up here so y'all can see it. Here you go. Like I said, these are going to be going on my Christmas cards, going out for Christmas. So I will place them over. I still have the bag for them. No, I don't. I'm surprised. Let me get another paper towel right quick. I did order some more wax in the bags, but I didn't end up getting the same color. Let me show you. Okay, that's still melted. Let me show you what I got. Let me grab these scissors right quick. You think your cards are going to be postcards? That's a good idea, Teresa. That's good. I spent the weekend actually making out my Christmas cards, putting them in envelopes, and adding the stuff that I'm adding to my Christmas cards this year. And so I got all that done except the wax seals. So that's where I'm at right now. But these are the different colors. I asked for the same thing, but this is the color I'm working on with right now. This one right here. You really can't see the difference on screen, but this side, this newer stuff, is a little darker than this is. So I'm hoping they melt, the same, that they will look the same when melted. If not, then we're just going to get two different shades of gold stamps, and that's just the way it'll be. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff, and as far as I'm concerned, it's small stuff. It's all small stuff. Here we go. Get this in the mold. Get this over here right quick. Get it wiped off. Just this set as close to the middle as I can. There we go. Make sure I wipe the spoon off to where if there's anything that dripped down, it's not going to get too warm. Add 4 more. And this is basically what I'm going to be doing. You're going to be working on your swabs, Teresa. That's good. I've got mine. They're done. And mine are done, and they're in a bag. I had a lot of Thanksgiving cards going out too. So they're all in a bag, ready to go. Teresa, do you want to talk about why you're upset and why your heart's hurting, honey? You can. But if you need to go into the balcony, you can. Just go in there and rest. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know, okay? Let me just dump out a bunch of these so I have them on hand. No. It's still a little warm. Still a little warm. Well, for all of you that are going to watch the replay of this, thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Teresa's got a lot going on, poor sweetie. But she knows we're praying for her. She's got a lot going on. But the Lord's got her. Got her in his mighty arms. Let's see. Let's see if this is ready to pull. Well, it's ready to pull that way. Let's see. Sometimes it's like this. You have to help it a little bit. Let me just put this down here. There's another one. Just done up. And I'm not going to show you every one I do. I'm just going to do them. And it's like I said, as people come in to chat, we'll chat. And then if there's nobody here, then I'll just act like there is. Let's see. Well, let's see what we could talk about today. I am 61 today. So today is my birthday, and I am 61 years old. I'm not doing anything special for it. Actually, I'm spending time with y'all. So that's how I'm spending my birthday. We will probably have a little dinner here at the house and just chill out. I'm thinking I want to watch, what is the name of that movie? Avatar 2. I've only watched it one time. So I want to see, I think I want to see it again. Thank you, Teresa. I think I want to see it again. So, because Avatar 1 was so good. The colors were just wonderful in that movie, and the second was the same. The colors that are in that movie are excellent. Happy birthday. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. What do you mean that you nobody? You're here. I'm nobody and I'm here. Teresa Church, shame on you for saying that. You know better than that. I'll say, you acting out. I'm going to tell Beth on you. Yes, I will. I'll get off this and I'll call Beth. Tell her about you. How you doing? What you up to? You're nobody. See, you just acting silly. I said if nobody comes in, I meant other than you two, you silly woman. You're so silly, Teresa. I meant anybody other than the two of you. I pronounced it wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can talk to anybody, but I'm glad you're not staying in the balcony. That's right, Lisa. Everybody is somebody. That's true, Teresa, but I love you for it. Whatever you be, I love you for it. This is true. Let's get this wax poured in this mold. Oops, almost dropped it. Almost dropped it. Almost did it. Almost dropped it. Okay, let me wipe this off. Okay, that's looking good. Make sure this cleaned up good. There we go. Oh, Beth already knows that. I'm sure she does. I'm sure Beth knows how you act out, Teresa. That's why I told you I was going to tell her on you. Hmm. I'd miss you on Tuesdays and Thursday nights and Saturday nights. I just have to spend time with my husband at night. He doesn't like it when I don't spend time with him. And I can understand that. If he were in here playing on the computer instead of spending time with me, I'd probably be upset too. Because I'm in here, he's working, and while he's working, I stay in here all day. And then I come out when he's done working. But everything's at night. That makes me so sad. Everything's at night, and I can't make it. But it's okay. Hopefully, some people will start doing stuff more in the daytime. I know Becca right now is live, so that's where I think everybody's at right now. Is that Becca's live and doing that? But that's okay. Well, not everybody. Teresa, it wouldn't surprise me if you weren't over there. It wouldn't surprise me if you hadn't went and visited, or if you're going to you're jumping back and forth, probably knowing you. Lisa, I don't know if you know Becca. She is a wonderful crafter, and she just is cute. Is a little bug, but she's right. She was live right before I came on, so I don't know if she still is or not. There are stickers. Let me see if I have them in here. I don't. What did I do with them? That's a good question, guys, because I don't remember what I did with them. I had them out. They over here? They're over here. Okay, I'm over here looking. What I do, I have stickers that will go on the back of them, and then they're double sided. So I stick them on the back of one, and then they go, then I peel it again, and it sticks onto the letter, onto the envelope. So that's how they'll be stuck together. I thought I was going to have to glue them. You weren't over there? Oh, I'm glad you did, Lisa. She's fun. You get her and Dana together, and they're fun. They're just fun to be around in a room with when they're live. They're fun. Let's see. We go. Go over there to Donna. Move this out of the way. Don't need any hair in her mold. No hair in the mold. There we go. Is that still going? Glue to hold them in place unless you put them in the directly into the envelope, Teresa. I was gonna. What I'm doing is I'm gluing them down because I've got other stuff in the envelope, and I'm having to add extra postage because the you watched Janet's replay and then I came on. Was it good? I missed Janet today. I didn't watch her. I was doing so many other things this morning that I wasn't able to catch her. Was it good, Teresa? She usually is. She usually has a wonderful, peaceful. If you don't know her, Lisa McClure, you need to know Janet. She is good. Her name is Janet Nash. She is in. And where is she from, Teresa? England? I think she's in England. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong, so I could be wrong. But I think she's in England. And she's just a sweet soul. Her voice is very calming. She does slow stitching and other crafts, but she's just so gentle and so caring and so loving. Yeah, thank you, Teresa. That's where I thought she was from, but I wasn't sure. But you need, Lisa, if you need somebody that has a gentle voice and whatnot, Janet is the one you need to subscribe to. She comes on a little early in the morning for I catch her, but only because I'm Eastern time and it comes on later than it usually than most of them do. Put this in here. There we go. And if I'm talking, let somebody let me know. My ears are all clogged up, so I can't hear. Oh, Teresa, you probably have one of the gentlest voices known, and you just don't know it. That's all it is you just don't know it. See. Like I said, this wax is melting pretty quickly now that I've got it heated up and going. So I'm going to be checking these. See, that's not quite ready yet. So I'm going to have to let this wax sit a little bit in the warmer for this to cool off. There. Here's those four. There we go. Oops. E4, E5. Let's see if this is ready to pull. Come on, crack for me. There we go. Put that over there. Okay. Let me just get this spoon over here. Here we go. Okay. You think you sound like your nose is stuffy and you sound weird? I think I have a kind of a grinding type voice, that my voice isn't very good either. You like watching wax melt? I do too, in a way. It's kind of soothing, just watching it melt. I like mine scented though. So, but my husband can't handle scents at all. His sinuses really act up. So I had to get rid of all my scented wax that I had. So I know it's funny. It's like we're waiting for paint to dry, but it's just slowly but surely it'll get done. Like I said, let me see how many more I got. 24. It almost looks like ocean waves, especially if you're melting metallics. I know watching this gold melt, you can tell when I'm even pouring it, you can see the different waves within it. Yeah, it does, like Teresa. It really does. Let me check on something right quick. I want to make sure nobody's at my other side here on YouTube waiting for me. Let's see. I don't see it. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of this then. I was checking to see if Lisa would happen to go on YouTube and not on this channel on StreamYard because I'm not sure how it works. So I was checking to see if she had joined yet or not because she's not on StreamYard yet. I know that much. There we go. Still melting good. This is still warm, so we'll let it sit. Looks like multicolors. It does. After I get done with all the ones that I'm pouring for the Christmas cards, I have other stamps that I'll use to make to send to people, send out to people. I've got some. Y'all saw me pouring those on Friday, different ones, different stamp molds. So those will be going out for Happy Mail and whatnot. As long as I can keep up with the postage. Postage is getting outrageous. Make sure this is pores wiped off. Okay. Now I know people that actually use candles to do this with. They'll use the long candles and melt them into a mold, or they'll melt them right on the envelope and stamp it. It's how it used to be done a long time ago, from what I've seen on TV anyway. From what I have seen on television, I have seen it done that way. But I actually tried it on if it does not, if your seal doesn't turn out, can you remelt it? Yes, you can, Lisa. That's what I actually did with a lot of these last Friday. I was breaking them up. Let me put this up here. I was breaking them up and rewarming them because they had not turned out very well. So yeah. Or if if I get a whole bunch of one seal and I don't want all that many of one seal, I will remelt it and put another stamp on them for them to melt into. So yeah. hmm and it really is, it's fun to watch, the melting process, the process of doing this. Will I get bored? Probably, because I'm not a wait until paint dries type girl. I'm one of those that, oh, is it just damp? Okay, can I do something with it yet? Have paint all over my fingers. So I'm trying to learn patience with this, which is very hard for me. But what I can do is, as I'm getting them done and I'm waiting for this wax to melt, I can go ahead and show you how these work. Then when I first did the first one, I didn't think it was double sided. It really scared me. I did not think it was double sided. All right, just put it. Let me put it over here. Just put it on the back. There you go. Check the wax, make sure it's not doing anything. Rub it on gently but yet firmly. I don't know if that makes any sense, but gently but firmly. And then you just peel this back and you check to make sure that it's stuck, and it's stuck. So I'm throwing that away. Here's my next card coming up. Make sure it's facing the right way. And then I just put it on there. Tap it on there. And that's all I'm doing. That's all that I'm going to be doing is that right there. Okay. There we go. Put you there. If you'll notice, this one's a little smaller than the rest of them, mainly because I may have not used enough wax on it or whatnot. Do I like it? Not really. I will do exactly what I told you I was going to do. Is I'll remelt that one, and I will add. I won't add 4 to it. I will probably add just 2 to it. Let me grab that out because I am going to do that. I don't know. Let's get this here. Get this poured. Okay. Cut that off. I try to find the center of where it is to where everybody could. Hey, Lisa, the device is not connected. Why aren't you connected? You're on, girl. You're just not showing up. There you are.
I'm on backstage. There we go.
There it is. I don't know what happened. You
Can I
weren't there.
sing? Can I sing?
You can sing if you have to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle. Happy birthday to you and
Thank you.
many more.
Thank you, Lisa.
It has been an interesting day for us.
What have you been doing?
Um, my husband has cluster headaches. You've heard me talk about that,
Yeah,
and
you've been talking about them. Yeah.
we over the weekend we went through every bit of oxygen he had, so we were down to nothing,
Oh,
and
goodness.
we were real worried because the last time that he was in cycle, we had a little bit of difficulty getting oxygen. Um,
Ooh.
so this time I he had a really bad one this morning, and I just prayed. I said, God, please help us get the oxygen that we need because he was having to just go through them without anything.
Oh.
And we got there, and there was somebody that knew about his type of condition, has somebody he goes to church with, has it.
Oh, that's good.
And so she helped get our oxygen. We wouldn't have been there quite as long, except their computer was slow and they needed his signature for taking the tanks out. So we
Yeah,
finally got them. But I'm sorry I was late.
that's okay.
I'm glad to see. Hi, Teresa, Lisa. Glad to see you in the chat.
Mhm. I told him that was going to be a simple day. I was just going to be doing molds and waiting for things to melt.
I've been working on my painty paper pages, and I've got this I'm going to glue down on this page. My page is green. I don't think you
Yeah,
can tell that, but this was a print that I had just pulled up that wasn't it wasn't perfect, but I think it
yeah,
makes a nice contrast on this paper. So I'm gonna glue it down.
that's good. Yeah,
Why
go
not?
for it.
I think I'm just going to use glue stick. I was debating on which kind to use, but I think glue stick will probably work just fine.
It should.
Yeah. So, how did your weekend go?
It was okay. I spent most of Saturday in here doing Christmas cards.
Yeah,
Got them all done except the wax seals on them.
right.
And I
So
told
that's the last thing.
I did a count of them all. I've got 25 more to do as far as putting seals on them.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad at all because considering I had 40 something 50 cards that I did.
And do you send them out just after Thanksgiving?
I am not going to send them out until the first weekend in December.
Okay. I've got one of our friends that's in San Francisco. She
Yeah.
sends them out like the day after Thanksgiving, just like clockwork. They
See, to
send
me, that if they'd be hitting too soon, they'd be getting to the people too soon. Not
Yeah,
quite.
well, I think it's just she comes from a very large family, and I think it's just
Oh
because
yeah.
she sends out so many that she wants to get them done early and out
Uh
of the
huh.
way.
I can understand that.
But they generally do like a family postcard, and
Yeah.
they include the families, the daughters, their husbands, the pets, pictures that kind of show what they've done for the year, if they've
Yeah.
taken any
My,
trips, and it's kind of
and stuff like
cool.
that. My aunt does that. She puts up. It's like a Christmas letter for what happened during the year,
Yeah,
and so it's interesting. She does that every year.
yeah. I had an aunt that would do that. Her husband's a minister, and she was a teacher at a Christian school, and she would always do that until she got to where she just physically not able to.
Yeah.
Um, she's fighting cancer right now, and she's visually blind. I mean, she has
Oh,
very
goodness.
she can see light and dark is about it.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Mm,
but she's my only living relative on my dad's side.
yeah.
Of the original family. She's the last one left, and that he was the oldest, and she was the youngest.
Mm,
But as far as aunts and uncles, she's the only one left on both sides of the family, which is kind of cool in a way. I wish she lives in kind of close to Richmond, Virginia, so it's about a 4.5 hour drive, four and a half, close to
yeah.
5 hour drive. So I really feel like I need to get up there and see her.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I may try to do it before um, sometime at the beginning of December.
Yeah.
Get up there one weekend and go to church with them.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, because my dad he was a truck driver, and he used to would stop in and surprise her
Yeah.
at church. So I thought it would be kind of fun to drive up there and surprise her and be at church that morning without her expecting me.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be such a surprise for her, I'm sure.
Yeah, it would. It would. So it's kind of nice to do things, when you've got family that you can still see and talk to.
Yeah.
They're just all fading away.
Mm. And with me being the oldest in my family, I mean, I am on my dad's side of the family. My grandmother and grandfather have passed away, and his younger brother passed away from cancer. But they're all still alive. All you know, I'm the eldest of all the cousins, so I'm not a prey. I don't have to watch many go before I go. But and every one of them are Christians. Every one of them are.
Well, I think when you know that,
It
it
helps.
takes away. I think it doesn't take the grief away, but it's so much easier to accept that they're gone because
Yeah,
that there's something bad that they've gone to a better place, a
oh,
better
definitely.
station in life.
Yeah.
I got to repair this page. I got a little happy and got it too wet, and
Oh, did you?
yeah, I think it was Saturday. I was up here Saturday for a little while, and I was playing, and I got to figure out how I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah, I told my husband that I wanted some stamps from Film Artist Studio for my birthday.
And are you getting them?
Yeah, right. He looked at me like, stamps? We're always having to go to the mailbox at the post office and get a bunch. Do you need more? I said, no, art crafter stamps. So I don't know. He's working,
Uh,
so I was just messing with him.
well, they specifically call those stamps artist tools. So maybe you need to use the word, I need some new artist tools.
Some new artist tools.
Yeah, I was looking a few days ago. I was looking because Christy Hartman was using a stencil, and I was looking at it to see how much it was because I thought I think I want that stencil. But the
Yeah,
stamps are so nice. They're since you can use them in the acrylic and you can use them on a pad too.
yeah,
It it's kind of nice. I
yeah.
feel
You
like
can use them.
if you've got that, then maybe
Well,
you
I
should.
want some. My wish list. I just found the wish list on PM Artist Studio. My wish list is huge.
Well, mine is longer than it needs to be. I
Yeah,
mean, I can't. I'll buy occasionally, but I can't go in there and
afford
buy
it.
all the time. And we did after the hurricane came through, we did a pretty good sized donation to Western North Carolina
Yeah,
through the Samaritan Purse, and so
yeah.
I agreed, to not purchase art supplies,
During the
you
time
know, to,
frame.
to kind of help offset,
Yeah,
I mean, I felt like it was worth giving up some
yeah. It was more important.
craft
Something more
supplies
important.
because people's lives were just
Yeah,
devastated.
yeah.
And I mean, I really would feel guilty not just
Helping.
saying, I can do without this because I've got my house, I've got my home, I've got my clothes,
Yeah,
I need to be more mindful of others. So
yeah.
that's
They've got
that's
some new ones coming out.
yeah, they do. And I suspect that there'll be some coming with, Christmas themes coming too.
Yeah. Have you
Quite
seen
a
the
few.
little gnomes?
Yes, the gnomes. Yes,
Yes, they're
those
so
are
cute.
Christie's. Those are Christy Hartman's.
Yeah, they are cute.
And she is a very nice person. I don't know if you saw the interview with her, but
No,
she's very sweet. I really like her as a person a whole lot.
yeah.
I don't want that.
Now, is that washi tape you're using?
Yeah, it's just some wide washi tape.
Mm,
It's botanical. It's got flowers, butterflies. I keep my I keep my washi tape in a box.
yeah, I've got mine in a in a drawer, small drawer, but still.
Well, this is the little box. That's all the washi tape I have.
I don't have much either.
It's not a tremendous amount, but um, I knew that would patch that page up pretty good.
Yeah,
So And I don't even know how I'm going to use this exactly yet. So
Yeah.
there is that part of it too. I think that one's okay. And there I got it too wet and lifted that up. So I'll have to definitely put something over that. This is where I put stencils underneath it.
Yeah.
And I actually got the flowers to come through.
Well, that's cool.
I'm trying to keep it kind of neutral for the most part, but I started looking. I thought, well, these all look the same.
Yeah. Splash some more color on it.
And this one turned out kind of cute.
That's pretty.
I just sponged that one on,
That's nice.
so I feel like that one's was pretty successful.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had sent this. I think it was Sharon, Texture Junkies, sent this to me,
Oh, that's nice.
and it's not. It's contact paper,
It's
but that leaf right there, I think, would be pretty cool
yeah.
on.
Well, see, I thought it was wallpaper. I've got some wallpaper
I've got wallpaper.
that was given to me,
Yeah,
or I
I
got
had a.
it or something. I don't know.
I went into one of the shops, local shops where they sell high end wallpaper,
Yeah.
and I asked her, if they still would consider giving away wallpaper books. She said, "Well, she said I don't hardly ever have anybody come and ask anymore." I said, "Well, I definitely, would be interested." And she took my name and number and she called me when she had something. And I went and picked it up and they were really nice. I've shared them around. Now, I won't be able to do anything over this being that it's contact paper, but
Yeah.
I can probably come back over this and get something similar to that crosshatch pattern on it.
Mm-hmm. And you could always stamp something else with that leaf.
Yeah, or I can get a leaf off of those prints I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
That would work too.
Yeah.
On this page, I saved the butterfly picture that was on the wall and the teddy bear that was sitting on the bed because I thought they were cute. You just never know what you can do with something until you
Oh,
try.
this is true. I almost threw away a magazine the other day. It had pictures of animals in it. I
Yeah.
pulled it out of the trash. I looked and go, what am I doing? Grabbed it out.
Yeah, I cut animals out. Most of the time, I'll cut animals, pets, people that are kind of generic, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't like to, I don't like to use something that's like real identifiable.
Yeah.
For
Like somebody,
instance,
like an
like
actor or somebody.
like I'll cut the Geico lizard out sometimes, even though he's
Yeah.
pretty identifiable. But like the people with those ads, I won't cut those out. I
Yeah.
will leave those in.
Oops. That sticker got me. Stayed stuck. There we go.
Now you're using the stickers to stick the
I'm putting
seals
this.
on, right?
Yeah. They're double sided, so I'm sticking them to the wax. Then I'm pulling off the cover, and making sure I've got it facing the right direction. Then I'm putting the seal on.
Okay.
That's the fun part, making sure that I'm putting it on the right way.
Yes.
Paint. paying enough attention to my what I'm doing.
Yes. No, I'm okay, honey. I don't know what thumped. It wasn't on my side.
Like,
No, I'm sitting in my chair talking to my friend who has a birthday today. Okay. Okay. We're all good.
that's good. Well, I'm just praising the Lord you were able to get the oxygen he needed.
Oh, thank yes. That was like a super blessing right there.
Yeah,
Cause yeah, it it makes a big difference. Not
yeah,
just a little difference, a real big difference.
yeah.
And Teresa's singing happy birthday to you in chat.
Yeah, I know. I had to get on to her
Why?
because she decided she was nobody. Because I said it, well, if nobody else comes in, I said else comes in. And I guess I'll just be talking to myself because she went to the balcony and Lisa's talking a little bit, but not much. So that's what I said. And then she's, I guess I'm nobody. I went, oh, good. No, I'm telling Beth on you.
Well, no, we don't want nobody to feel like we don't want people to feel like they're nobodies.
No, we
I,
don't want,
I don't
we
know
don't want,
any nobodies.
nope, there aren't none.
Don't have time for those nobodies. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
We did hear something funny when we were waiting in the waiting area for them to bring the oxygen up.
Yeah,
There was a lady that come in, and apparently there was supposed to be a class that started at a certain time, and she was on time, and other people were not, so they delayed the class, and she unloaded on them. She said, "You know, this is not right. I was on time. Why am I being penalized and having to wait?" Well, we're both sitting there looking at each other, trying not to laugh, but it was funny because you. How many times do you ever hear anybody complain about having to wait? Or it was I
Every-
I couldn't help.
everybody has to wait. Lisa, I'm surprised those come apart.
You see how dirty they are, right?
Look, I see how dirty they are.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever watch Darcy?
I watch her every once in a while. I haven't really caught her in a while.
Well, she puts out just about every day, but she had one that was curled up one time, and she said, "Well, I guess I'm a bad stencil mommy,"
Yeah.
and it made me laugh. I just
Uh,
yeah, I was playing with these, trying to put some, add something to these plain papers,
yeah.
and I'll use them like that for a while, but they're definitely due to be cleaned soon because I can't stand for them to get just heavy to where you can't work with
Can't
them.
do anything with them.
Yeah, I don't like that too much, but for what I'm doing right now, they don't need to be perfect. I'm
Yeah.
just doing little dabs of color.
Oh. I have a sticker. It's giving me a hard time. It's not wanting to stick. Come on.
Well, will it peel off easy?
It's not wanting to peel. It's wanting to stay stuck. It's not sticking to the wax.
Oh,
So I'm having to manhandle it practically to get it to stick to the wax.
well, sometimes you have to get tough.
Rough with them.
Show them who's boss. like my mom used to say, you got to show them who's the boss.
Well,
And I had a boss one time. He would say, "Walk tall and carry a big stick." I said, "Wait a minute, didn't the president say that?"
mm,
But he said when he was in a manager's trainee position at a store,
mm-hmm.
he was very small. I mean, he was short for a man. He was
Yeah,
not a very tall man, and his boss told him, said, "Sir, you've got to start walking tall and carry a big stick, or at least make them think you do. That's
yep,
what it's going to take for people to, recognize that you are in charge here."
yeah.
But I asked him, I said, "What's the first thing you remember when you were going into management? When we first, when he was first hired, my
Mm-hmm.
job was to interview him at our morning meeting." And he started laughing when he thought about it. And he said, he said, that stuck with me. He said, so no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, that is my philosophy. I'm going to walk tall and carry a big stick. And I said, well, that sounds kind of promising.
Yeah,
I said, now my next question is what do you do with the stick?
really.
He said, well, I never had to use the stick.
Well, that's good.
He weighed probably maybe 110 pounds wet.
Oh, good
And he
God.
told me he used to weigh like 200 pounds and he started, his doctor told him he needed to drink more water. So he
Yeah,
started drinking a bottle of water for every hour he was awake.
yeah.
And I told him, I said, well, ain't no wonder. Did you spend all day running to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah. He said, exactly. I found that out real quick.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. But he
That's a
said
whole lot of
he said he just started melting away. And then he started cycling because he was feeling better. And then he lost even more weight because you
water.
burn.
If you think about it, if he's drinking that much water and whatnot, he's not hungry because he's too full of water.
Well, that may be true, but he ate. He would eat pretty good. But I was fascinated. I've never seen anybody drink so much water. I said, I'm
Mm.
proud of you. You drinking enough water for you and me both. I know I don't drink enough water. I'm not very fond of it. I
I'm
have
not
to
either, but I
if I
drink
put
tea.
yeah, if I put flavor packs in it, I can make it work. But
Yeah,
just straight up water, it's rare.
yeah.
I prefer other things.
Mm-hmm.
I do like peach tea packs. Pretty good.
Mm. Not my deal.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's my mom. My mom drank the peach tea, so when we'd
yeah,
go to her house, she would have that made because it came in sugar free.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's what my tea is. I just tea and water. There you go. It's flavored. I'm happy.
So you don't put sugar or anything
No,
in
I
it?
have nothing in it. Uh-uh. No, I do it like in the morning, like everybody has their coffee. I have my chai tea then.
Yeah, I eat chai. I put chai seeds in my drinks,
Hmm.
especially in the evenings
Yeah.
because it makes me more likely to drink. I can drink more if I've got those in there for some reason. It's stupid, but it
Hmm.
works. How are the babies, Teresa?
And she said she was going to be in the balcony, so she may not hear us. I don't know.
Yeah, she was saying you might have to remelt that one that was sticking. that didn't want to
No, I
stick?
just threw this. It would the sticker wouldn't come off the paper,
Oh,
so I just threw it in the trash. Got another one.
okay. I'm good with
Worked.
that.
I can live with it too. I'm like,
No, no, there's no need to fret over that. If it's not going to do it, it's just not going to do it.
well, usually what I could do is I could pop my thumb on it, the sticky
Yeah.
part, and it would just peel off, so that I could just put it on there. But that wasn't even doing it. I'm like, you're getting in my nerves. I'll throw you out.
Not today.
Not today. Mm-mm.
Need the patience of a saint.
Uh, don't we all?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes more than others.
This is true.
No.
Spoiled? Who's spoiled?
No,
Just
I
plain.
didn't say spoiled.
Oh, those children. Did you spoil those babies? I think she spoiled the babies.
I'd spoil them too. If I had grandbabies, they would be spoiled. When I went to my daughter's yesterday. We went over to help her get some stuff out of the house that needed to be taken to Goodwill and stuff that she was throwing away. And when I got there, Zoe got in the door first, and the dog greeted her, Luna,
Yeah.
spoiled Luna. Well, before I could get in the door good, she had already come to greet me, and she was so glad to see me that she was literally trying to claw her way up my leg.
Oh goodness.
So her little claws went through my pants I had on and scratched my legs up. And I said, "Good grief, Lulu.
Hi, Steph. How you doing today, girl?
Hi, Steph. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Hi, Sharon.
Thank you. Hi, Sharon. Thank you.
I don't think
Appreciate
I've
it.
met you, Sharon. I'm Lisa. It's nice to meet you. Glad you could come in on Michelle's birthday and wish her a happy birthday.
Yes, I have been just trying to ignore the whole day, actually. No,
Well, we
you know
don't
what?
have to talk about how old you are. We just
Yeah,
want to celebrate that you're here.
it's just another year. But I'm thinking about it. It really isn't that bad. It's not that, it's
Hey, it's
not that
better than
bad.
the alternative
This is very true.
because,
Yeah, Sharon's from Beth's group. I told you about Beth's group, haven't I, Lisa?
yeah,
Yeah, she's in with Beth.
okay.
You're okay, just a bit of the hierarchy. How is everyone here? Doing good, Miss Steph.
Oh,
What do you?
headachy. Yes, yes. The weather is changing here. It is producing
Mhm.
headaches beyond expectations.
My sister's. I called her in Texas, and she said that the weather out there is getting bad, and that
Yeah,
she's got a migraine, has problems with migraines, and so she said hers were acting up.
yeah. When Bill talked to a friend this morning, and he said that he had gotten reports that a lot of our people in the cluster community were getting hit with headaches outside of their normal, and they thought it was all it's hurricane season. There's stuff
Yeah,
stirring up, and
yeah,
but we've got rain coming, so
yeah.
I knew it was a chance that I would have some headaches, and it hadn't been terrible, but it could have been definitely worse.
Yeah.
Ooh, a craft retreat. That
I was just
sounds like
about to say
fun.
something.
Sharon, where was it?
I didn't hit a big birthday, Sharon. I just hit a. I'm just 61. It's not that big. It wasn't like 50 or 50 was really hard on me, but 61 really isn't. So tell us about the retreat. That's what we want to hear.
Oh, at the Outer Banks? Sharon, are you in North Carolina?
North Carolina sure is.
I'm in North Carolina. I'm near Winston-Salem. Now, I could get into an art retreat. Definitely.
I've never been to one. I've heard a lot of people been to one just above Virginia
Okay.
Beach.
That's not that far. So you traveled down the coastline probably or hit the interstate. Neither are too bad.
Those look good, Lisa.
Yeah, that page is okay. If it'll dry quick, I can flip it.
Yeah. Hit it with a hair dryer.
Yeah, I'm being lazy.
Hit it with that heat gun.
I do have a hair dryer, but nobody wants to hear that.
I have a heat gun, so
I used to have a heat gun and emboss and stuff, but I decided I wasn't gonna be making a bunch of cards and stuff and didn't need it anymore. Same thing with my airbrush. We were cleaning out attic spaces and I said, okay, it can go. I'm not gonna need it anymore. Wrong.
uh,
Well, that's great. So there were lots of snacks, food. There was a purge table and lots of supplies for great prices. Very nice.
ooh, how fun.
Yeah, one man's trash or woman's is another's treasure for sure.
This is true. This is very true, especially with us craft people.
Yeah, for sure. My husband's always like, "Are you sure you want to save that? Are you getting too much stuff in your room?" It's like,
Oh, I got the
please
same
dibs
thing.
on that.
We're supposed to be moving, and I get lots of stuff is coming in, and I don't see anything coming out. Is that room going to explode?
Yeah, well, I haven't reached an exploding point yet, but I mean, most of my stuff is contained in the closet.
Well,
And I keep revisiting things so I don't get too overwhelmed.
too overwhelmed. Yeah, my everything of my closet is full, but mine is around the wall because I have to keep an open space in the center and everything. So it's
Right.
all along the walls. I have it on shelvings, on shelves along the
Yeah.
wall.
Well, since mine is the sewing room and the guest room, I have to kind of keep it
Yeah, you have to kind
where
of.
if if one of my cousins want to come over or something like that, if somebody says, hey, can I stay with you, or I need to do something in town,
Yeah,
sure. I need to be able to make it presentable very quickly. So,
yeah.
but I tell you, that bed is a problem area because any
Flat
unoccupied
surface.
space is subject to a drop becoming a drop zone. So
This
I
is true.
have to be a little careful with that.
So it was all sisters in Christ that you went with on the
That's
retreat,
that's so
Sharon. How
awesome.
fun!
That makes it super special.
Yeah, because you're doing devotions and whatnot.
There's a place up in the mountains that is made for retreat type things, and it's all centered around art.
Oh, that would be fun.
There's like they do like well they have a contra dance weekend up there. They do different like quilting retreats and just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see a junk journal retreat in North Carolina.
Could you just imagine a whole bunch of junk journalists getting together?
It would be fun. I think it would be a lot of fun. I
Oh,
know.
you do devotions in your own room. Do the
Well,
devotions in your own
it
room.
is more of a dorm situation
Yeah,
up there. It's a dorm situation
yeah,
and a centralized dining room.
yeah,
But I think it sounds kind of cool.
yeah,
I think these phone book pages are really better with gesso
yeah.
than using the acrylic. The acrylic just gets them so wet.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
the white gesso does it up real good.
yeah, it doesn't seem to soak in as much as the acrylic paint. Not quite as
Yeah.
bad. I'll let that dry. I'm living dangerously. I have a white shirt on.
Oh, and you're not
'Cause
covering it up?
no,
I've
no,
got my right one, but
I push my sleeves up. Hopefully, I can keep the paint on the paper.
yeah.
Of course, a lot of times that's up for debate.
Oh, I don't like this one. It's getting remelted. Remelted. Here we go. Set that aside. Get it crumbled up. Next time I do gel printing, I'm gonna have to get that turkey stencil out and use it.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. He's big though.
Does is he bigger than a five? I mean, is he bigger
I
than the
think
8 by 10?
I think he'll be fine. I'm trying to see if I can get to him. Let me see. Let me see if, where I put him. Let me grab the book out. That wax is still melting anyway. Let's put him in the back. Mm.
It's so overcast here. It's really dark in my room today compared to
Is it?
usual. Yeah, there's no sun coming in the window.
Oh yeah, I've got some feathers, and they're fitting in a 8.5 by 11 notebook.
Then it'll probably be okay then.
Yeah. Whoops! I'm gonna drop this all over everything. Oh no.
No, don't do that.
There. There we
No
go.
mess, no mess, no
Yeah.
mess.
No mess. There he is. Little turkey. I've got some feathers too that I just got.
Are they chicken feathers? Colored chicken feathers?
They look like feathers. I don't know if they're chicken feathers or not. They're just
I've got
stenciled.
some red feathers that were in Zoe's car from where they had dressed up to go to the Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
And
They enjoy themselves.
oh, they had so much fun. They really did.
I
It
knew
was
they would.
a lot too because they drove. They left here on Thursday and
Yeah.
drove through the night. They waited till Martine got off work. She did her full shift. They
Yeah.
drove all the way to Miami at before they stopped at the hotel, to sleep. They got there like in the wee hours of the morning,
Yeah.
and they slept for a couple of hours. Went to the concert, left the concert, and drove to Raleigh all the
Yeah.
way back to Raleigh for the next concert they had for the next night.
Yeah.
So the next night was somebody different. But
So
they
they
had
had a
those
good,
tickets way before they looked up and got tickets to the Taylor Swift.
yeah,
They bought them late, but they
yeah.
were so excited. I mean, they're still talking about how much fun it was.
Well, that's good.
She she sent me a little. She FaceTimed me briefly because she was having trouble getting pictures attached to text. So she finally just FaceTimed me because that seemed to work better. But I thought it was cute. She FaceTimed me briefly. I I guess if she had bought me a ticket, I would have gone, but I don't know that I'd sign up
Sign up for that little adventure.
well, it wasn't so much all the I would have had to sleep. I
Yeah,
would have helped drive some, but I know I would have had to have some sleep in between
yeah.
somewhere in there. I'd had to have a lot more sleep than what they got. I just don't I can't go without
Don't
sleep
do
like
well
that.
without sleep.
I'm too old now for
Yeah,
for those late night. We used to stay up late when we would do race when we were in the racing community. We would be out late on
yeah,
Saturday night a lot of times, and I'm telling you, we're too old for that stuff now.
yep.
You know, you lose a little bit of sleep as you age, and it makes a big difference. You just can't go but so many days without sleep.
This is true.
You start feeling it.
Mm.
So what are people working on while they're watching? I'm curious. Inquiring
Well,
minds need to know. And you know I'm nosy.
now what was the question?
What they're working on, what they have on their
I
desk.
want to know. I want to know what they're working on too. They're not talking very much today, though.
Well, it's an overcast Monday here, so I think people are slow rolling in my neighborhood.
Taking a nap.
A nap would be nice.
I'm not even. Mm-mm. This time change. Mm.
I, I don't
I
think
don't do well. I just don't do
see
well with
it
them.
don't affect me. The time change doesn't usually affect me because my clock in my head will get me going,
Yeah,
try to get me
moving.
moving, yeah. So I don't seem to miss the time. It doesn't seem to affect me that much. This is one of my this is one of my favorite stencils, and it's a PM artist, but I it's tore up. I have worn it out, but I've had it for a pretty good while, and I think I'm gonna have to replace it because it's too good not to have it
Mm.
as a whole. It's too good
Yeah.
not to have the whole thing.
Stephanie's trying to stay awake. She says it's sprinkling out there where she's at.
Oh, I'm praying it'll sprinkle here. I mean, I know that if it rains, I'll have a headache, but that's okay. I'll take that headache. I'll take a hit. Our grass is so dry, and I mean, the leaves, it's so dry that the leaves that are turning and immediately falling off. They're not even lingering a little bit right now. They're just they're not able to do it.
Yeah.
But it's been dry here, severely dry. We've not
Mm.
had rain in probably we've not had a good rain since the hurricane came through,
Uh huh.
and that's been over a month. So we've definitely been missing the rain.
Yeah.
It's not visiting us as often as we need it to. Steph, naps are fun sometimes, aren't they?
Mm.
That's the good thing about being an adult, a retired adult. If you feel like you can't make it, you can always lay down and rest a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure that color is okay. I don't know if I like that color. Mm,
Uh,
it looks a little muddy. It's got a little bit of a
on
muddy.
the picture, it does. I mean, the stencil looks fine, but on the picture, it just disappears.
Well, I'm trying to kind of just
Each
add
September.
little pops of color. I'll probably put some stuff over it
Yeah.
in addition to what I'm doing now.
The last time Sharon had any rain was in Virginia Beach, was in September.
I believe that. That was when Helena came up through.
Probably. Because we haven't
Yeah.
had any rain since then.
I mean it's a blessing in a sense because I know they're really still working to get roads that were torn up built
Yeah.
back and get it to where people can move around in the western part of the state.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the longer they have that's dry, the more work can be done. But we need it desperately because things are so dry here. I worry about fire. People throwing out a
Yeah.
cigarette at it, out, and next thing you know, you got fires popping up.
Yeah.
Of course, the fire station's just around the corner, but that didn't mean it couldn't happen.
You don't want them working though.
No, we don't want them working hard. That's for sure. They're
Uh-uh.
sweet guys. They have to work enough. They have enough situations. I think they get dispatched for medical services quicker than they do fire
Yeah.
mostly.
That's gonna be good.
Feel like I'm a wallpaper maker today.
No naps for Steph. She had a nap. She can't sleep at night. She forgot to drink her morning tea for the caffeine, so she's going to get her some now.
Yeah, sometimes that does hurt you. I can sleep
Mm-hmm.
anytime I sit still for very long. I can fall asleep. Just
You can nose.
yeah, Bill laughed when that there was a Goldie Hawn movie where
Yeah.
she was eating and I don't remember which one it is, but she was eating and she fell asleep at the table and fell in a plate of food. And he said, "That's you right there. That's you." I said, "You're just jealous because I can fall asleep anytime, anywhere. I mean, I can fall asleep in the car, and normally I do. If we're traveling, I generally do fall asleep.
That's what I do. I sleep.
I can
That
sleep.
the air has to be blowing right on me because I get. If not, then I get car sick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
We have
sleep.
to we have to be careful with Zoe and Martine both. Martine is more when you get in the mountains. If you're at high elevations,
Hmm.
she does not fare well in the car. But the younger one, she's good most of the time. But there are times when you have to pay attention to what's going on with her too. She'll get
Yeah.
car sick. I just never had a problem with it. I can read in the car,
Oh,
sleep in the car.
yeah. I sleep. I can't read. I can listen to music, and that's it. Listen to music, talk, and sleep.
Well, at least you got your bases covered.
Hmm.
Yeah, Steph, you probably need that caffeine for that head. I drink coffee in the morning, and when it starts getting really cold, I may drink it at night, a little bit at night, but for the most part, that's all the caffeine I get during the day. I switch over and drink decaf tea.
Yeah.
You
Well,
see
I'm
my
down to
toddler.
11 more. 11 more to go, and I'll be done.
Wow.
Well, with the Christmas cards at least.
Until you decide you need to do some more.
Well, like I said, if we're still going, then I'll just grab one of my other stamps and just, you know, do them.
Yeah, because you already got your stuff warmed up. You got it up
Use
and
it while it's
running. So
warm.
you might as well.
Yeah.
I mean, what does it hurt to have extras?
Grab this real quick. The thick one.
Y'all remind me I have paint on my fingers so I don't touch my clothes.
This is true. Or scratch your nose.
Yeah, well, it'll wash off my nose. It might not wash off my white shirt.
This is true. Uh,
But it was free to me, so but that don't mean I want to mess it up.
yeah.
When people are getting rid of clothes, if they're a size that's close to what I wear, they say, "Hey, you want to look through these clothes?" Sure. If it's not free, you pay too much. So I look through them.
Yep. Mm. Oh. Now you're working out of that magazine now. You're not working on the.
No, I've got the phone book sitting over there to dry because I'm doing the
Oh
same
yeah.
thing to the magazine. So I'll do a page in one and then set it over to dry and then do a page in the other.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, would you like to do like the collage challenge that's on Makers? Would you like to do those?
I thought about it. I mean, you talking about the painting challenge with the different colors paints?
Well, there's several things. There's the color challenge, which
Yeah.
is using those particular colors, but there's also a collage challenge.
No, I have never
And
done one.
uh, I can pull the prompts up and look at it and see what the prompts would be, but that would be something fun maybe for Friday. We could probably do one of those activities.
Work on it. Work on it. Yeah. We
And
do that.
then you can post your video to Makers as being, part of the collage challenge.
Yeah. We got. I know I'm doing this. Are you doing the orphan scrap challenge?
No.
Well, no.
Who's got that going? I could do some orphan scraps. I've
Well,
got
I mean, it's fun. You get other people's scraps, and you're like, oh, how pretty.
I have gotten I have gotten beautiful things in scrap swaps because they do
Well,
that on Makers too, and I've
yeah, that's
done
what
it
I'm going to be
several
involved in.
months. I won't do it for. I probably won't do the January one because I don't know if I'll be getting up steps or not.
Yeah,
Of course, I
you're
could
gonna
just
have to
get
take it.
I
You're
could
gonna have
get
to
it
take it
packed ready
easy.
in advance.
Yeah. Well, you could do that too.
But I've got a whole basket full of stuff from other people that I can use for the scraps pieces.
Yeah, painting paper. Golly, we ought to do that stuff over at Beth. See if Beth will do that. I know we do a lot of swaps in her room, but I don't remember us doing any painting paper swaps. That'd be fun. That would be fun. Next time you're on with Beth, mention it to her because I have a hard time getting to her to see her because of the time frame she's on.
Now, where is Beth? Where does Beth live?
She is in Florida.
Okay.
She's on mainly at night.
Yeah, you're the same way as me with the night streamers because that's when our family time is, and where he had worked second shift all those years, and we didn't have that time. I'm
Yeah,
not taking it away from him at this point.
yeah. Now Robert needs my our time, and I notice that when I get bored, at night, I tend to want to come in here and see who's on.
Yeah,
So I have to watch that. That's what I'm
that's
having to
that's a
watch.
self-control thing. I know.
Hmm. Sure is. Well,
I mean,
what I
he just
do,
content to sit down there and watch stuff. I mean, I'll watch stuff I don't really care that much about, like
yeah, but
YouTubers. But we've got kind of an established routine. But like I said, for the majority of our married life, he did shift work, so
yeah,
it's just different, for us to sit down and be able to watch TV together.
yeah,
Because it used to just be Saturdays and Sundays. That was the
yeah,
only time we had together.
yeah. That'd be a good idea. Steph is go ahead and mention it to her and see if she would put it on the list for next year. It could be fun.
This is one of Darcy's stencils, the little squirrel.
The little swirls.
The little squirrel. He didn't come. He don't look like a squirrel though.
What? I can't see it, Lisa. Where's the squirrel? I want to see the squirrel. I want to see the squirrel. Oh, how flipping cute is that?
He's adorable, but he doesn't look. Doing him like
Darling.
this, you're not getting enough of the detail. So I'm just going to use him for the
Well, he's
design
just
with him.
darling.
He is adorable. There's three. There's three in the set, and then there's acorns, leaves. But I was hoping he would show up, but he's not. So I'm just going to use it for the lacy look.
Yeah.
We'll just spread his tail all over the place.
There you go.
Nothing like some squirreling.
Mm-mm. But yeah, if you'll check into the confab as far as uh the get together for the what's it called? The collage.
Yes, I'll
Yeah,
get the.
check into that.
I'll get our color. I'll make sure we've got our colors for the combo.
Now I know the combo is like chocolate, dark chocolate, uh what was it? Dark chocolate,
It's mint green
mint
and
green,
and
and one
something,
other.
some form of pink. It might have been cranberry.
It might be some kind of weird color.
It
Bye,
was.
Sharon. Thank you for coming to see us.
All
Have a
right,
great day.
Kim.
But yeah, I gotta go and put my name on for the scrap swap.
For on
Yeah, 'cause
Makers.
you have to sign up for it in Makers. Yeah,
Yes, yes, I've signed up for this month.
I haven't signed up for this month yet, so I need to.
Yeah, I did that when I saw it pop up, I went ahead and put it on. Yeah, I think it's nice getting people's scraps.
Well, to see what the people who have been doing this for a long time consider scraps.
Yeah, well, if you're lucky enough to get some of the people that I've had some really nice stuff sent my way. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I I've got a magazine that I've been doing collage in,
yeah,
and that's what I've been using for like the collage challenges. I've used that, but I've also used it to put stuff that people have sent me
yeah,
specifically. Um, because I feel like, well, I want to have a place to put things where I can know who gave it to me, know where it
yeah.
came from. So I got to figure out where to put this paint that I've got up here. Guess I'm getting some scrap paper down because I mixed too much paint.
Oh, junk.
Not today, not the junk day.
Oh, I had a car decide to jump on the floor.
A, a suicidal card.
Yeah, I was trying to put it in with the other ones, and he wasn't happy about it.
He said, I want to go my own way, woman.
Mm-hmm. What's sad is when my husband goes to mail these out, put them, take them to the post office, he's going to have to bring a bucket with him to get them to be, for him to carry them all, actually.
Well, those are they? They're not going to upcharge you for those, are they?
I am going to have to pay two. Hold on a minute. Let me get these all in here that are done so I don't mess them up. I'm going to have to put two stamps on them, plus the butterfly for hand stamping. Because these
Yeah.
cards,
Are they going to have to be handmade? You
yes.
sure that they're not going to need to be hand metered?
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to be hand taken care of. That's why I have to put a butterfly stamp on it. But see, they're big. Let me put it like this. They're big. They're like, where's my measuring tape at? I didn't want it to be right here.
They have like these little fake slots that if it doesn't go through the slot, they say, "Oh, Miss Mingus is too thick today."
Because these are like 8 3/4 by 6, almost 9 by 6 cards.
Okay.
So, and then I've got stuff in them too. I put little goodies in them, so there's that.
Is that tea helping your head, Steph?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Nothing fun about old headaches.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to need more because they're heavy. They're thick. and they have the
Yeah,
seal
that
on them.
well, that's what I was wondering if the seal would put them past that thickness to go through without being
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to
removed.
be hand. They're all gonna have to be hand done, all of them.
Well, I wonder if they have to be hand done if you need to put the stamp on it, or you need
Yeah.
just like it.
Well, if they're gonna have to be hand done, what you do is you put your stamps on it, and then there's a certain stamp you use for hand stamp only, and it's
Okay,
extra postage. You put it's a butterfly stamp. So if you ever get
okay,
anything from me, you'll notice that there's usually a butterfly stamp on it, and it's because
okay.
it has to be hand processed.
I didn't know that because I just usually carry it in and just let them tell me how much postage it needs, and I just pay them and go on.
Yeah. Well, I weighed one this weekend, and it weighs about almost 2 ounces,
Okay,
1.4, 1.5 ounces. So I know it's one, definitely two. Actually, it's two, I know, plus a butterfly.
Steph
But you
says
do
her
not,
stuff falls together and it makes one little thick spot that makes it cost more.
yep,
Okay, so the butterfly stamp is equal to about 1.5 of normal stamps. Okay.
yeah. And that
I,
depends on the post office. I read online that the butterfly stamp should only cost 44 cents. And then whatever normal postage you have to put on it. But other people, I know that Beth just puts the butterfly stamp on hers, and it's fine. So I don't know. I think it's what the post office will do. That
yeah,
certain post office area.
well, we got a brand new post office that just opened this year.
Yeah.
And they they're pretty strict. I mean, I but they know me now. When I go in, it usually doesn't cost but like $1.50 to mail something, and when Bill takes it, it's like $4 or $5. I said, Bill, you must not be talking to them right.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd, but that's just the way it seems to go. He
Yeah.
said, well, if you're paying $5 for every one you send out, and I said, no, I don't. I mean, sometimes I do, but not always. I
That's kind of
try to.
sad when the postage costs more than the items that we're sending.
Well, yes, yes, I agree with that. I I sent a junk journal to Ireland, and
Oh,
yeah, it was $45 to send it,
I was about to say.
and that was like the cheapest method.
Hmm.
It's like okay, it's like I knew it was gonna cost, and that's fine. I wanted to send it, and that's just that was the cost of doing business. But they would not deliver it to her house. She had to actually go pick it up at the postal service. She had to pick it up and sign for it. They would not put it in her postal box.
That's weird.
She said it was because she lives in an apartment and it's a shared spot
No, but
or something.
yeah.
They just treat parcels different. But I sent her and her little girl both a journal
Oh, how sweet.
so that they could journal together. And
Hi,
her,
Cindy.
hi Cindy, welcome, welcome. It's birthday. It's the birthday day.
You used to have customers from Ireland, but the postage is too much. Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
Lisa
it's
was saying. It's outrageous.
yeah. Anything going to the UK is very expensive. I mean, we've carried stuff over when we've gone to the conferences. we've had people send us stuff to can carry over there because it was so expensive to ship it. But that, I mean, that's fine. We can do that. We don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
But we actually ended up taking like an extra suitcase with us this time just for the stuff we were taking over
Yeah.
or needed to take. And that's okay. I mean, that's just the way it works out. We don't mind it. So what's everybody having for supper? I need some ideas today. I don't I think I don't want what I have.
You don't want what you have.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. I don't particularly want what I have today.
It's Cindy's
Bill,
anniversary today.
well, happy anniversary. Oh, yeah, y'all been married about the same amount of time as Bill and I. We're going to have hit 40 in
She's
March.
at 30. She's at 39.
Yep, I saw that. Cool.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Oh, this is the best smelling paint ever. It's Payne's Gray, and it smells so good. I forgot how good it smells. Mm, it looks like blue jeans.
Mm.
Trying to use the paints I have close at hand.
Yeah.
I opened that green the other day. That's what that was on that paper.
Yeah.
It was definitely a frog green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's too much paint. Yuck.
Just a tad bit.
That's gonna go everywhere too. I'm pretty sure about that. Oh.
Dinner's 9 hours away for Steph. She has no idea.
Well, I threatened chicken, but I'm second guessing that threat.
Okay, this is what Cindy's having. She's having General
General
TSO
Tso's, the T silent.
with nachos and cheese bites.
Hey, that sounds like a winner.
Oh, and they have cupcakes to celebrate.
Well, that works.
That hey, let's
No
see who this.
desserts for me.
Let me. All right, he got it.
They've been blowing up our phone this morning, Michelle, from eight
Have they?
o'clock. They started at 8 o'clock calling
Oh, that's
the
ridiculous.
scammers, and we got 3 calls within less than 30 minutes.
Oh, at night we
No,
do too.
we get them at night, but that's about as bad as it's been in a while.
Yeah.
I wish they'd bomb the call centers, get rid of them. I know that's not nice.
Yeah.
That,
I always tell my
that's the
husband
mean woman in me speaking, not the
that
sweet
people
person.
have to have a job.
Yeah, and I told one of them, I said, "You sir," I said, "please find yourself another job because what you're doing is not right." My conscience don't like it. I mean it, and I understand. I mean, I worked at a bank and people would come in a panic because they'd given people their account numbers that were requesting the
Scammers.
information,
Yep.
fraudulent. And it just makes me mad, makes me sick, that people are getting away with doing that. The
And they
people,
generally attack the older people.
well, that's just it. That's what they're after because they're hard of hearing and they don't know what they're agreeing to a lot of times, and it just it just makes me angry.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, it doesn't matter where it comes from. If it's what you like, you eat what you like and you enjoy it. It's your celebration day. You do you. But I could go with some General's chicken. I hadn't had any. Bill doesn't like he's just a meat and potatoes kind of guy,
Yeah.
and he'd prefer that meat be beef. So, when I say chicken, he'll say, "Oh, well, what kind of chicken?"
Hmm. Well, I know that if we're staying home, I'm gonna get this chicken that's breaded, and inside of it is cheese and broccoli.
Okay, so it's stuffed chicken.
Yeah, it's stuffed chicken, which I think is good. It sounds good to me, unless he's
Oh,
willing to go out and get something.
yeah.
I mean, if he's willing to
Well,
go out, or if he wants to take me out, then I'll get, I'll get myself together.
right. Well, no, I don't want to go out.
Me either.
Mondays are the worst day for me. Mondays are the worst days to go out to eat because people didn't plan ahead. They were busy on the weekends and they didn't cook, so they're all trying to get their food and get home. So I
Yep.
I just don't want to get in their way. I'm
Yep.
good. I mean, I can always just if I don't want to cook, I can always grab something out of the freezer. I
Yeah.
always have minute meals available that are already cooked when I felt like cooking on another day. So,
So when he doesn't get beef, he gets chicken strips. That's cool, Cindy. I mean, if he'll eat them. I'm glad my husband is as picky as I am. I'm very picky.
oh, not me. I'll eat whatever, as long as it's something I can eat. The only thing I can't eat is scallops and clams.
Yeah.
So I can fare pretty good in any situation. It's like I don't have to worry about whether there's going to be something I can eat because I can eat anything.
Yeah. Well, my husband says I'm a picky eater, and I am. I'm very fussy.
Yeah, no, not me. No fuss about food.
Oh, goodness. Cindy had 22 kids yesterday, and we had 11 more kids. Goodness. And one and up to four in the nursery.
That's a lot.
Goodness.
You
That's a
you
lot of
had your
kids.
hands full. Those
And she's
those
a
are lots of little blessings.
Cindy is the children's pastor. So that's a blessing in a way. In
Well,
another
I
way, that's
I think it's nice that churches are offering, like a something in between, the nursery and where they're expected to sit on a bench, for the 3 hours that you're at church or the 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
I mean, we had a when they started having like a little people's church, those little kids were so sweet and they did so well and they were well behaved for their age and everything was appropriate for their the time that they could sit and be attentive. Everything was taken into consideration. They got a snack which held them until they could get home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I always thought that was kind of cool. Thought it was well thought out.
Yeah.
I love doing the nursery. I love the babies.
I like when I was working in the nursery. I took care of the 3-year olds. There was 4 workers with you, and then there were 3 in the nursery. Yeah, that you have to have a lot of people to help.
Well, it's a better program if you're over prepared because you
Hmm.
never know when you're going to have that one kid that really needs a lot of extra attention. That way you
Hmm.
don't no kids left behind. Everybody feels like it's got a place. I'm gonna have blue paint for days. It looks like that one just ooshed out. I didn't even. I just opened it and it went bloop.
It just jumped out.
Yeah, I didn't even have to squeeze it. It just said, "Hey, I'm ready to play
Was
today."
it a new bottle?
No, no, but these tubes like this, I store them, with the bottom or the squeeze part to the base. I stand them up, and I guess it just had a lot of air behind it,
Yeah.
but it's okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. I can spread this blue all over. So you got pet chickens. Do you dress them up? I've seen people dress their pet chickens up.
Oh, good not. I mean, dogs and cats are enough as it is.
And I've
Chicken,
seen people that have the chickens in their house, and I'm not sure how that would work. I mean,
I don't know
mm,
about that. That's a little too much for me.
I'm happy to go and get my eggs at the
I mean,
store.
I grew up in the country, but I didn't grow up that country.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't really say I grew up in the country. My family were from the backwoods, literally.
Hold
Um,
on a minute. You see chickens with diapers on in the house? Yes, I have to. Mm, put diapers on a chick. Mm.
yeah, I don't know, and house rabbits too. I tell
Now
you,
the rabbits aren't bad. I mean, rabbits I can understand more than I could understand a chicken.
we had my oldest brother had rabbits that were in a
Yeah,
hut outside, and we were it was Christmas. It was near Christmas, and we were supposed to go to Virginia to visit my grandparents.
yeah,
And it was not the the weather outside was not very favorable for the little rabbits, and
yeah,
that there was some concern about it being too cold with the snow that was coming.
yeah,
So my brother talked my mother into letting the rabbits stay in his bedroom while we were gone so that they would
yeah,
not freeze to death.
yeah.
Well, we come home. He opened the door and there was rabbit poo everywhere. He had left drawers open and clothes on the floor, and everywhere you looked, it was like just piles of rabbit poo because they were so distressed about their environment and not understanding it that they got kind of overactive in the deposit area. So it took my brother days to get all his room, all that stuff out of his room. I mean, he was shoveling poo for what seemed like eternity. My mom would go peek in there to see how he was doing with the progress, and she would just bust out laughing. She said, "I'll
Well,
never forget that till the day that I die. I will never forget the rabbits coming into the house." And what was so funny is the person that had given them to him was a neighbor, and she said they were housebroke. So, yeah, they were housebroke, all right.
let's see. What does Cindy have to say? Cindy would love to have chickens with fresh eggs, but she's afraid the dogs next door would climb the fence and eat them. Let's
Well,
see.
in our area, you're more likely to get a wild pack of wolves coming through.
Mm.
boxes.
Now, Steph's chickens are for eggs, but they haven't been laying good for months, which is the raccoons have been bothering them. So probably they've been stealing the eggs and traumatizing her hens, and if they're upset, they won't lay good.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that they can get emotional and it can keep them from
Now her sister
laying
has a
good.
bantam hens that are hardly lay either, but they're small and they don't eat much anyhow. I think I've seen them. They're tiny. They're not like you know how big a chicken can get. These are small little chickens.
Yeah, there's lots of. I mean, I was shocked at how many different varieties of chickens you can get. I mean, there's no shortage of chicken.
Different, yeah.
Okay, this is one of those that's gonna have to be cut open.
Really?
You're not gonna do that in white clothes.
No, I'd wait on that one.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be the ticket to wait.
Well, ladies, we have been on for 2 hours.
Wow, time
I'm
flies
just
when
letting
you're
you.
having a birthday
I know it does.
and hanging
But
out with friends.
yeah, getting these cards all done up. But yeah, check into that, Lisa, and maybe that'll be what we do on Friday.
Okay,
Let's start working on that.
I will do that.
Yeah.
One thing that if you do you have something to do collages in that you use for collages?
I've never collaged.
Okay.
This is going to be a new thing for me. I've never that I know of. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
I think that
Three.
one thing that you could do is either take a magazine and put gesso on the page to prepare,
Yeah,
or you also could just put down with use a glue stick and take paper pages. And if I was using this, I would put that extra layer over it just to bring it down and make it kind of generic
yeah,
so that you're starting with a kind of a blank canvas.
yeah,
And that way you'll have a book.
yeah,
I mean, you could start in a notebook if you wanted to,
yeah.
or a
I'll see what I can
composition
come
book.
up with. I've got some books. I mean, my husband gets we get the AARP book every month, so I can use one of them.
Yeah, well, that's. I figured you probably had something you could use, but yeah, just reinforce it. So need to show the uses for a trillion. Well, we will be using. We probably will use some gel prints depending on
Yeah,
what all we need. But we can work on that, doing some different things with gel prints because there's so many things that you can do, making it purty.
party. I've only got 3 more left, guys. Then
That's
I'm done with the Christmas
awesome.
cards. 3 more. Let's see. It's pouring rain out there by Sandy.
Well, it. We had a lot of low clouds when we were in town. It usually will start raining there before it rains out here because if if things are coming from the west, they come across the mountains, and once they come across the mountains, a lot of times they'll go across our river that's close to us, and
Yeah,
that's it. Once they cross that river, it's like it gets sucked up and just disappears. It's
yeah,
crazy. We watch it happen all the time. It's like you got to be kidding me. We joke that there's an umbrella over our house because we
yeah,
can be in the town over and it could be pouring rain, but yet we get home and no rain,
Yeah.
even though it says it's raining, it's not raining. So
Yeah. Well, Steph wants us to show uses for the zillions, trillions of jelly prints that she has. She doesn't know what to do with.
we will actually do some of that.
Yeah,
We will act. I think that we can make that
we can
happen.
handle that.
Yep, that's a doable.
That's doable.
We can actually do some things that you might use as a gift, turn into a
Mm-hmm.
gift for Christmas giving or teachers
Oh, why
or
not?
somebody special. Yeah,
I need to start writing these ideas down so me and you can get together and figure out what we're doing.
well,
Right now, we just pop on and go, "What you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing this." "Okay, I'm doing this."
we can actually make plans.
We can make plans. We can do that.
We can play with paint.
This is true.
I
One
use
more to
a
go.
lot of mine for journal pages too, but use you can turn like old gift boxes into customized gift boxes. You can put knobs on them. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do to turn those prints into something really cool.
Last melt, guys. Last melt.
She's having a meltdown. Wait, no, she's not having a meltdown. She's
No
actually
melt now.
doing some work.
We got one more to do after this one dries. And get pour this one out and that'll be it. I will have them all done.
I am
Yay.
so proud of you. Look
But it
at him
goes a lot
go.
quicker than you think it does.
Yeah, I would think it would be pretty time consuming, but like you said, you worked on it over the weekend.
Yeah.
I get like that too. When I've got something I want to get done, it's like I just have to keep working on it. I don't want to stop and, and cook dinner or
Yeah. You don't want
and
to
I
be
love to
bothered.
cook, but it's nice to be able to just
Go
keep
for it.
arting too.
What are you doing? Last week she gel printed on whites from napkins. She had peeled the nice parts off and wrinkled then wrinkled very nicely for gel prints. And the Dollar Tree gives has tissue too. Yep. Me and Lisa did tissue and and the backings of napkins, I think last week, didn't we, Lisa?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we use that. Yeah, we use napkins, and I've used napkins to help with my painty papers that I'm doing in these books. Well, I hope that the rain will come slowly so that it doesn't overdo it.
Overdue. See, yeah, no floods.
Yeah, with no floods, Lord, no floods.
Okay, Cindy, are you live tonight, dear? It's Monday night. You're usually live. Just checking. Make sure everybody knows here that you're live. I think everybody does, though. Let's see. All right, one more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun to make gel prints, but for me, it's like, why make them if you're not going to use them? But sometimes I have prints that just do not inspire me. I may like them, but until I feel like it's the right place, I won't use them. And when I do
I've
my
got,
journal pages, I will, if I'm doing a from scratch journal, I will put two gel prints together. And then a lot of times I'll sew them just because I like the way it looks.
yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, I think you have those that are that make you happy and you don't want to let go of. and then you have those that you like, but you're not sure where you're going to use them. So sometimes you just have to wait until the time is right, and then they'll say, "Hey, hey, pick me, pick me."
Yep. Or you have a whole box of not only yours but the ones that you got from the swaps, sitting
Yes,
here going wondering what you're going to do with them.
I do. I do. I have a whole basket full. I've got them. Matter of fact, I try to leave them in what they come in so that I can,
Mhm.
when I pull it out, I can say, okay, this was from so and so, because I don't want people not to get credit for their artwork,
Yeah,
and that that makes it a little bit harder. But
yeah,
I try to do the right thing. I should have signed up for the orange trade. I would have liked that. That's my favorite color.
yeah. Now, the orange trade was for this month, right? I want to make sure I'm sending the right stuff.
Oh, okay. Did say it's for this month's.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is for
I'll have
this
to
month.
start paying
Okay.
more attention.
I need to pay attention because I couldn't remember if it was for this month or next. Oh, come on, stickers. I only got two left and you're being hard headed.
They're not wanting to play nice.
No, they're not wanting to play nice at all. There we go. Put you right there. There we go. One more left. Here we are. Let me turn this off. See how it turned out. Wavy. Clean the wax out of this spoon.
Okay, Teresa, I'll check into that.
Next month is winter. Uh, eh. What am I gonna do for winter? Make snow angels or something?
Snowflakes. Make
Snowflakes.
snowflakes.
That's what I was thinking. Is we're gonna end up making snowflakes.
And I've got snowmen. I've got the snowman stencil from PM Artist too from last
Do
year.
you?
Yeah, he's a cute little fella. And I've got Christmas trees too, evergreens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get those out and start doing some stuff with them.
Are there stencils very? I mean, not the stencils. Are they very expensive?
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
The stencils that have been around longer are a little bit less expensive
Yeah.
than, say, the newer ones. But
Well, let's say
for
compared to
8x10,
stamps.
the you're looking at between $12 and $15
That's what I
for
was thinking.
the 8x10s.
Yeah.
And if you go to like the Carry the Crafter, um, Darcy,
Yeah.
Christy Hartman, they're going to have in their description they will have a promo coupon for PM Artist. I don't have one, but it gives you like 10% off if you spend $35. I think
Or
it's
something like
10%,
that. Okay, that's cool.
and $35 is where you get your free shipping. So it's definitely worth going and picking those up.
Yeah. Also, instead of doing Christmas, they're doing winter because a lot of people don't do Christmas.
Well, if you do winter, winter is a fact. We have winter.
Yeah.
Um, and people since people celebrate differently, you're not excluding anybody by
You're
calling it
not
Christmas.
excluding anybody by doing that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I made some painty papers.
Yes, you did. Yes,
I
ma'am,
got
you sure did.
a scrap piece that's got two different shades of blue, got primary colors, and this one with the pink and the pink, yellow, and blue. And I guess I'm gonna make chicken tonight. I best be putting it in the Instapot.
Yeah. You got a lot done.
Yeah, that was a fun little playtime.
That's true. I am done. I did over 20, what was it, 23 seals just sitting here today. So that's good. Good job. But we'll work on for Friday, and I will see y'all Wednesday. Okay?
All
Remember,
right, everybody. Thank you for
it's
coming
self
along.
control, guys. So think about it.
Bye bye.
Love y'all. Bye.